Well, guys, today was rough without question for the Red Sox. They end up dropping 2 of 3 to the Giants. It's the first time we've lost this series in a while, so I'm not going to overreact. But there's a major issue with the Sox, and it's their defense. We lead the league in errors. Romy Gonzalez has a hard line drive, absolutely ripped right at him, and he drops it, which allows a run to score. And then the next batter lines one into right field, Helio Ramos, and that brings in two more. And to that point, the Sox are down three, and then another home run was hit. It's just too much to overcome. The bullpen was horrific today. But Lucas Giolito was phenomenal. Back-to-back quality starts for him. It's going to go under the radar just because of what ultimately we're going to get into and what I just said. But you look at Giolito, guys, he ended up throwing 6 innings. He gave up just 2 runs, 5 strikeouts. Of course, those 2 runs were home runs, which you never like to see. But he's pitched well. So has Brian Bayo. The rotation, we're just kind of waiting on Walker Buehler. He hasn't really been able to get it going. Outside of him, everyone is really clicking on all cylinders. As we all know, Garrett Crochet's been phenomenal. Hunter Dobbins was placed on the IL, which sucks because he'd been pitching well in his own right. And now Richard Fitz is going to have to replace him. And we know Fitz wasn't really that great early on in the year. So we'll wait and see how that goes. There was a couple of controversial moments in this game. I'm not saying we lost because of it. That would just be false. But I mean, what is the point of the replay system if you're going to look at it and still make the wrong call? There was conclusive evidence that Jaron Duran was safe at second base. The glove wasn't even on him when he had his finger on the bag. Literally, it came down to inches, man. That's pretty crazy. It usually does. Pause. But in all seriousness, Duran did end up getting ejected. So did Alex Cora. And there was also a play earlier on where Abraham Toro was going home. He should never have been sent. It was a horrible send, but he still was able to maneuver around the catcher, but he was called out because he was out of the base pass, but he actually wasn't. And I'm not sure if you can necessarily challenge that call, but it was just terrible. Like, you get a second look at it. Even just in real time, it looked pretty obvious that he wasn't out of the base pass, and the runner does make their own base pass, which is kind of my thing is it just that sucked. So the Duran thing, it was a leadoff double, or it should have been a leadoff double. And yeah, don't get me wrong, Red Sox are down 3 runs, but all of a sudden you got the meteor order coming up with the fastest guy in the team on second base. I mean, it's just terrible, man. It's terrible. But the Sox have nobody to blame but themselves for like the bullpen coming in, getting hit around, and then of course the send, like, you don't send the runner there. Duran did try to go to two, so it's just you got to look at it like that. That the Sox have got to make better decisions. They've got to be more locked in. And does Christian Campbell make that play at second? I think so. That's kind of the thing. I mean, we could go all day, like debate all day about this and this and that. But the bottom line is that the Red Sox just did not bring it today, and it's pretty inexcusable. Yesterday, of course, they lost 3-2. And then Friday night was awesome. It was really one of the better games of the season. It was just so action packed. 7-5. Cedane Rafaela, he was phenomenal, man. I mean, he had multiple hard hit balls, hitting the ball for power, had a couple extra base hits, and we know what he brings with his glove, of course. He had another great catch today. Devers hit a ball on a line. He was able to go out and get it. And I was listening actually to the Giants broadcast because for some reason I don't get Nesson unless we're home, which kind of sucks. And they were super impressed with our team, saying that like they brought it, they competed, they didn't give up. And we are young at the end of the day. The Sox have a lot of guys that haven't even played 3 years in the big leagues. As we know, Roman Anthony literally just turned 21 like a month and a half ago. Marcelo Myers also young. And then you look at even like Carlos Narvaez is 26. Like most of this team is super, super young, and they're going to be under contract for a while, and I'm excited about it. But you got to look at it in the sense that, yeah, like the Sox dropped the series, but there's another game tomorrow, 9:38 p.m. on MLB Network against the Angels. Walker Buehler's on the mound, and then Garrett Crochet is going to pitch game two. They do have Hunter Dobbins listed as the third starter, but since he's on the IL, he obviously won't be making that start. You'd have to imagine it's going to go to Richard Fitz. And then the Blue Jays are going to have a day off on Thursday. And then we're going to be talking about the Toronto Blue Jays coming to Fenway. This West Coast trip is almost over with. You end up beating the Mariners, lose to the Giants. You got to take care of business against the Angels, who actually are playing, they're 37-40. I thought they were playing a little bit better than that. You'd love to take 2 or 3. Ideally, you'd love to sweep them. And then, of course, go back to Fenway feeling great. That would be an awesome road trip. But just winning series is kind of what you are hoping for. It's really all you can ask for. But it was a tough game. I really thought we were going to get this one. I mean, Giolito pitched so well. The offense was hitting a lot of home runs. It just what it came down to was just simple mistakes that the Red Sox have to fix, or they don't belong to be in the playoffs. I mean, because right now the Red Sox, after dropping the last two games, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I bet we probably are in like the third, the final wild card spot. But this team, it just doesn't seem like a playoff team. We're not playing anywhere close to playoff baseball. The pitching's been great. This was kind of like the outlier of the recent hot streak where the pitching just it gave up a lot of runs, but also three of them were unearned. So that's I don't know, man. It's just a weird game, really strange. I just can't wait for tomorrow to just be able to go out there and just kind of erase that to your memory. And that's the good thing about baseball is there's always going to be another game usually the next day. But in terms of just overall where I'm at with the Red Sox is I'm feeling pretty optimistic. I mean, the team has the best farm system in baseball. The pitching's been getting a lot better. It's just the defense. And also the thing that sucks about it is that the pitching's so great, but it seems like when the pitching's great, the offense isn't. And then like when the offense is hitting, the pitching isn't. So I just want to see consistency. I want to see good pitching, quality starts. I want to see the bats continue to rake. And then also the defense, it just at least make the routine plays. I don't expect any like diamond platinum type of plays. But when a ball is hit right at you, you have to catch it because it just killed all the momentum. I mean, if that ball is caught, it's a tie game. We're talking about going into the eighth inning, and like to that point, the Red Sox have so many good back end relievers. Like obviously, like Chapman. Once Slayton comes back, he's gonna be another one. Weiser. Like the Red Sox have got guys that they know can lock down innings. It's just you kind of have to get to the later innings with either a tie game or a lead, and the Sox unfortunately were not able to do that. But the Giants, I mean, they're 44 and 34. They're a hell of a team. They're fun. They got Devers, and Devers did have a hard hit ball. He ended up scoring later on in this game, but Devers overall was neutralized. He had that home run, but outside of that, didn't really do anything. So I'm pretty pleased with how we were able to face Devers. But I mean, he literally played here, and the Red Sox are gonna know him better than anyone to pitch to. So I wasn't like too surprised he didn't really have a great series. But the Giants did win the series, and that's really what matters. And yeah, I thought honestly, Robbie Ray was he was striking a lot of batters early on, but then he had that one just horrendous inning where he started to get hit around and he gave up two home runs. So Giolito and Ray both gave up two home runs, but really outside of that, like it wasn't terrible. I mean, Ray gave up 8 hits, Giolito gave up four. I mean, yeah, Robbie Ray, he's been around for 11 years, which is kind of crazy to think about. But the Giants bullpen, I mean, just it's tough to hit. There's no doubt about it. You got to deal with Rogers and Rodriguez, and they also have Duvall, who I thought was going to blow the game. The Red Sox were down, what, 3-0 going into the ninth inning, and he gave up two runs. The tying run was 90 feet away. It's pretty crazy to think about. I think that's like really all I have in this game. I mean, I don't want to dwell too much on it. It's baseball. You're going to lose games. You're going to lose series. And it's just about how can the Red Sox respond